I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of the award winning Fearless Tarot and the newly released Tarot in Love, Consulting the Cards and Matters of the Heart, which is out now from Llewellyn Books and is available wherever books are sold. And if you've enjoyed Tarot in Love or Fearless Tarot, I'd really appreciate you doing me a favor and writing a kind review, either on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or wherever you got the book, because it really helps the book get out there to a wider audience. And with all that housekeeping out of the way, it is time for this week's Oracle Reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo of three different animals, and I asked you to use your intuition and just ask yourself which animal's calling to you, because that animal has your message. And the three animals were the Cardinal, the Cheetah, and the Peacock. So, what I want you to do right now is just center, get in touch with your best self, and ask your best self which animal's calling to you because that animal has your message. For those of you who picked the card says the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So, do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. And with the advent of spring in the Northern Hemisphere, Cardinal could really be telling you to be very conscious about what is being reborn in your own life and also what's been neglected through the long winter. So, this might be a time when you're really reviewing what you haven't been paying attention to in your own heart and in your own head, and you're taking those steps to really replenish or refuel that part of you that feels most neglected. That's going to lead to balance. First card for Cardinal is where is it best to place your focus this next week? We actually get the Two of Pentacles, which is a card of unpredictability in the tarot. The Two of Pentacles is saying for this next week, be adaptable, be flexible. Life will feel like it's sending you waves. Unpredictability is happening. And yet you're needing to handle it all with grace and ease by being flexible and adaptable with what's happening. The Two of Pentacles is telling you to not fight the river. You're going to lose, but instead to go with the current, go with the flow. And instead of shaking your fist at the air and saying, this is unfair, or it's Mercury retrograde striking again, Two of Pentacles is telling you to go with where that energy is leading you. Because there are such things as divine detours, these really strange happenstances that come up and lead you in a better direction. Even though your plan is to do this certain thing the certain way, sometimes the universe has something a little better in store for you. And so it's important that you're just saying, oh, okay, I'm going to take the hint. I'm going to go along with this. Second is going to be advice from your inner wisdom. And look at, we see the Queen of Wands. And most people love the Queen of Wands. She's confident. She's bright. She is the actress of the tarot. She's able to walk into a room, put on a show, and make heads turn. And so your inner wisdom is telling you that something in you needs to shine this next week. It's also going to be a time where you're really appearing confident, even amidst some of the chaos that's going on around you. And if you can just be flexible and adaptable with what's happening, I think you're going to be all right. Also, on the Queen of Wands card, she's always accompanied by that little black cat, which is rather magical. And so, this could be a time to really allow magic to lead the way. And magic works in these very outside of the rules, flexible ways. And so, I just kind of feel like whatever's kind of weaving through your life this next week, it's kind of magical. And you're going to want to just go with it, not fight it, and also be confident and show up in your world with your head held high. And also, with the Queen of Wands, bring warmth and charisma to the situation in front of you. Smile more. I just think that that's going to really shift the energy from feeling frustrated or, confusing to feeling kinder and more like you're at home in it. And then finally, we got the mythic archetype that's going to be helping you. And we got Hephaestus again. And he's the god of the forge. He's also the artist of the gods. And he's also a symbol for work or work ethic or hard work. And so you may be just pounding away like a hammer on a chisel at the project that's in front of you. And I just feel that there are going to be some snafus. There might be some things that are rather unpredictable coming up. And yet you need to be just confident with what's happening and you'll handle it with grace and ease. So that is the Cardinal. Next, we're going to go into the Cheetah animal spirit. And this card says, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. And Cheetah is known for its speed. So this is an animal archetype that sees what it wants to hunt after and then sets off after it without equivocation. So I just feel like you can maybe see your own quarry in front of you, what you want to achieve. And it's important that you just go for it, follow your spirit, and put that burst of energy into it. First card for Cheetah is where it's best to place your focus. We actually got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords can sometimes represent situations in your life where there isn't a lot of wiggle room. There's not a lot of freedom at this time. Might feel like you're a little bit more restricted, or your hands are tied, or you have these certain rules to follow, or this certain criteria that's imposed on you. And yet, this is important. It's like you're navigating through the system. And in order to beat the system, you have to master it. You also have to learn how to navigate within its parameters. And so I just feel this next week, don't struggle against the thing that's really kind of pushing back against you, but instead outsmart it. The King of Swords is resistant to change. He represents those institutions and people who are very recalcitrant. And yet, if you can put forward a logical, reasoned argument, or if you can show or express your intelligence and your brilliance, you can change the King of Swords' mind. Next is going to be advice from your inner wisdom. We actually get the Knight of Cups, the brave messenger of love of the tarot. And the Knight of Cups is saying that you need to stay focused on your bliss, the thing that you love the most. However, it may feel like you're up against some restriction. Maybe it feels like there's deadlines or there's some sort of imposed constraint on you. And yet, that vision of what you're trying to accomplish needs to lead the way this next week. Also, communicate your feelings, put them into words, let them be expressed whenever we see the Knight of Cups. And then finally, we got the mythic archetype that's going to help you, which is Hercules or Heracles in Greek. And he is the archetype of strength. And this just says you're stronger than you think you are. You can handle this. You can go toe to toe with the King of Swords, but you have to have faith in your vision. And finally, we're going to go into the Peacock. And the Peacock says, let yourself stand out and be noticed. And so for Peacock, this is an animal archetype for really stepping into what makes you brilliant. What is that inner light in you that is most colorful? It's time to express that. It's time to let people see what you really have to offer. The peacock is also unapologetic about its color. And so this is not a time to be falsely humble or to hide away in the corner or to hope someone might notice you, but instead to put a little pop of color in your wardrobe, put a smile on your face, step forward, and most importantly, let your inner beauty shine. First card for Peacock is where it's best to place your focus. And we got the Sun, the best card of the deck. This is just a shining card. And so for Peacock, this is going to be a brilliant week for you where you're seeing things really go your way. And I just feel like the more confident you are, the more vulnerable and open, the more you share, even in face of some of your fears of expressing your interest or expressing that inner light, the more life is just going to smile right back at you. So I just feel like you need to smile at the world and you need to really bring out what makes you shine. Next is going to be advice from your inner wisdom. We got the Seven of Swords, which is kind of a tactical card for me. The Seven of Swords is saying that there are some obstacles still ahead, but you can outwit them. And I feel like here's what I'm feeling is like Seven of Swords is saying there's these thoughts in your head that are convincing you as to why you can't shine or why what you're trying to do won't work or why something could possibly fail. And you're needing to be smarter than your inner saboteur. You're needing to be more intelligent than that little go-to voice, which is trying to keep you in the box. And instead, you're just supposed to go for it. You're supposed to express yourself and show yourself off. It's time to open up and let yourself be seen. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's going to help you. There she is, Iris, the rainbow goddess. And rainbows only appear after a storm. So what I'm feeling is that this is a time to persevere in the face of former storms. Also with Iris, she's the messenger goddess. She's the messenger of Hera, the queen of the gods. So expect little signs, signals, serendipities, and omens to be appearing in your path this next week. I just feel like as long as you go toward the light, nothing is going to stand in your way. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can always check me out at elliotoracle.com and schedule a one on one tarot session with me. I'd love to talk to you. Also, I have signed copies of my books, Fearless Tarot and Tarot in Love, available there. Otherwise, I hope you all have a safe and happy week and do take care, and I'll see you again next time.